So guys, before I start, I think I should tell this point out clear. So I'm a little bit of a control freak, but not so with others' actions, but more so with my own. Like I just want to control how I think and how I do things because I just believe in some kind of discipline. So last year I studied in Ireland, so 2018 that was. So I went for my Masters of Science in Sports Performance. And when I went, it was in Jan, so it was really cold. And you couldn't really acclimatize to it because you're already put in an environment which is cold. You don't get time to go through the whole process of going through seasons and getting accustomed to it. So this is around the time of May-ish, just when summer peaks, and honestly I saw sunlight for the first time after 2 months after going to Ireland. That's how cloudy it gets. So I said, okay, so I started this thing called the Wim Hof breathing, which is, so this guy called Wim Hof, so he's known as the Iceman. He has like multiple world records of being submerged under the ice, and he can pretty much, he scaled Mount Everest in shorts and nothing else. So I said, hey, okay, somebody can do it, maybe I should give it a try. And that's another form of discipline I just want to impart on myself. So started doing the breathing, and within a few times itself I realized so I did a Master's of Science, so I was in sports science, so a lot of my biology itself changed. My resting heart rate came down to 42, my max heart rate was 207, and so I wanted to actually put it into practice and see, okay, can I combine it with cold training? So it was around time of August when I realized the seasons are going to change. So it's going to go from sunny weather to slightly colder weather until it hits really cold weather in December. Then okay, why not I start my work now, so maybe I could actually do something with it. So I started in August, at about 16ish, and I used to go in just shorts and t-shirt. And very, very quickly I was put down and I was like, oh man, this is not doable, this is really bad. And it started improving because I just stuck to it, cold showers, cold exposure and so on. And it came down about 12, 13, and that's when I started to plateau at this point. So I said, okay, I'm plateauing. Why? So I think I realized at one point it was just me being overconfident. I was trying to fight a force of nature at the end of the day. So it's not like I was in control. It was you either survive or you die sort of a feeling there. So that's when I realized, I should just completely discard my ego and just focus on just submitting completely. So I did that, and the moment I did that, I realized that my training started becoming a lot more efficient and sub 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was going out in shorts and t-shirt in every weather. I was cycling to university in 3 degrees. It's 3 kilometers in 2 degrees in just shorts and t-shirt, and people are decked up in 2 layers of clothes. And I wanted to take this to another level, and this was at the time of October when I was actually going to Scotland on a road trip with my friend. And I was going to the northern part of Scotland, so it's a lot colder. So it would be somewhere between UK and Iceland, so midpoint of that. And this is one of those remote islands called the Isle of Skye. So I was going there and I realized, okay, it's going to be a lot colder. Maybe I can do something about it. Maybe I can actually see if I can survive sub-zero. And I did. So I pretty much was out the entire trip. I didn't pull out my jacket. I was just in trekking shorts and a t-shirt. We went trekking. We went hunting for the aurora at 2 in the morning. And I was just in just a shorts and t-shirt. And everybody's going around in 3 layers. And I'm just like walking, whatever. So it was really empowering for me, and the next day even got better because we went to this place called Fairy Ponds. So it's just basically a stream of water which settles at 3 different layers. So you have ponds at 3 different altitudes. It's not so much of a difference between the 3, but it's a small trek. And we parked up and I pulled out of the car in just my trekking bag and shorts and t-shirt. And this lady who was at the parking lot just looks at me and is like, are you crazy? And I was like, no, I'm actually not cold. She's like, are you one of those guys who's going to take a dip in the water? I said, I may fancy that, but I don't know, let's see how it goes. So I trekked this entire thing, and only later did I find out it was -2. And I was in shorts and t-shirt at this point as well. And I had no intention of dipping into the water because I hadn't trained for that. I only trained for expose my skin to it. And eventually I was coming, I saw a few people in the water and I said, hey, why not? So I just stripped down everything and I just dumped into a pool of water at -2 degrees. And it felt surreal. Like I can't put it into words. So it was just brilliant to the point where that was the first time ever in my life where 60 seconds I had nothing in my brain. I was just quiet. It was just pin drop silence. It was fabulous. As I said earlier, it was empowering at the end of the day. And that happened, and quickly I dried up, and obviously at this point your body is cold because you submerge yourself into really cold water. That was the only 10-15 minutes where I put on a jacket. And my body warmed up and I removed the jacket again, and I was just hunting through Scotland, northern Scotland in just shorts and t-shirt. And funnily enough, so that was somewhat during the end of my trip, and I came back and it got down to 1-2 degrees in Ireland, which is still warm for me. Not warm, but I wasn't cold. Came back to India and so I finished my course. I came back in December 2018 and we went to Kodai with my friends. It was 9 degrees, I'm just in shorts and t-shirt. And these guys are coming here and he's like freezing. And I'm like, Narsi, are you not cold? Actually, I'm not. And they're like, what do you do? And I just looked them dead in the eye and I submit. And that's the only word I say. I said submit. And they're like, what? And I was like, yes, don't fight nature, just submit to it. And I just went on like a monologue for like a minute or two. And it was completely subconscious. Like I don't remember saying this, but apparently I did. And they were like, okay, maybe we'll give it a go. And they just closed their eyes. Next minute, they pull out their jacket and they're warm in 9 degrees. And yeah, so I think the whole point of this is that I was able to find that perfect tuning of getting my body and my mind to work together. And I think putting yourself in an exposure and extreme condition, actually, if you want to unite the two, you can unite the two. And I think that's pretty much the point of the entire thing. So it was empowering, and I think, if any of you get the chance to do it, it might look a little daunting and intimidating, but go for it, because once you come out on the other side, your whole perspective to everything changes. So yeah, that's